hospital where nobody ever seemed to get well. She was filled with rage at the sight of two nurses in blue uniforms sitting at their perfectly sanitized station having a chat. Their job was to keep people safe. They hadn't. Instead, they were talking about their children, or last night's dinner, or some other entirely irrelevant event. The bad words rose from her chest, through her throat, filling her mouth, wrapping themselves around her teeth, her tongue, her lips, until finally they were released. A wave of filth that bounced off the pale blue walls. Jeda screamed them all. Every word she had heard on the television but wasn't allowed to repeat. The word that a boy in her class had used, landing him in trouble with their teacher. The word that her father had used when he was watching football one day and the other team scored. She understood that such words were used to express pain and anger or some other intense emotion, so now they poured out of her and it felt good. She screamed until there was nothing left, then stood there breathless. The nurses stared at her, open-mouthed in disbelief. Auntie appeared in the corridor and called her name. Jeda bolted. She ran down the stairs towards the main door and pushed desperately against the glass, but it wouldn't open. A nurse arrived and asked if she needed help. Jeda whipped round and glared at her, baring her teeth like a trapped animal, before diving through her legs in an attempt to escape. She kept running, till she found herself in a place she suspected she wasn't supposed to be. It was not perfect like the rest of the building. The walls around her were of thick grey stone, and in the patches where there was plaster, it peeled off in untidy strips. She found herself at the bottom of an old winding staircase with an intricately carved wooden handrail. Her footsteps echoed loudly as she sprinted up the steps, which eventually led to a long corridor. Frantically, she tried door after door, each one locked tight, until finally it seemed one took pity on her and creaked open. It led to a tiny broom cupboard, dark, with thick cobwebs in the corners. She squeezed herself in, slamming the door behind her. She reached out gingerly, her fingers pushing everything they encountered to the side, creating a little space in the corner where she wrapped her arms around her knees and sat. The only sound was that of her breathing as she tried not to